nobody really than Gorilla. Ain't nobody really than Gorilla. I said, ain't nobody really than Gorilla. Ain't nobody really than Gorilla. Gorilla tactics.
What's going on, guys? It's Steve here with the Attitude Podcast on my last review for today. Actually, no, I just lied. Have the NXT review later. Okay. My previous video, which just got uploaded about an hour or so ago, I was a little late. Was the SmackDown Live and 205 Live review. Go check that out. Very good episode, 205 Live, typical episode of SmackDown Live. And now, for the first time in months, I've gotten back to watch NXT UK, and what a week to decide to watch. They put a lot of emphasis on building superstars through video packages this week. The big main event obviously was Imperium, Walter, Fabian Eichner, and what's that other guy? Marcel Bartel versus British Strong Style, Pete Dunne, and Mustache Mountain. You know, British Strong Style, Pete Dunne, Trent Seven, and Tyler Bate, basically the founders of NXT UK. But pretty good episode. Nothing really too crazy besides the ending of the show. Very good 6-man tag team action there. We're going to get into it. It won't be too long of a review. I do have some things to do. So we start off with Xia Brookside and Ilsa Dawn versus Ginny and Jazzy Gabber. I believe Jazzy was a super big independent United Kingdom superstar. And she just joined the UK brand, which is great. Obviously, I told you guys, I have only watched like 1 or 2 episodes of NXT UK. I barely know any of these guys besides the big, Walter and British Strong Style and Travis Banks and things like that. But besides that, I don't know much. So I was really going in with an open mind. But we're going to get into this matchup. Apparently, Jazzy made her debut a few weeks ago or last week on NXT UK. I got to go back and watch some of this stuff. But moving on, Jazzy made her debut at the side of Jenny and at the expense of Xia Brookside. Xia Brookside got Ilsa Dawn to come join her for a tag team match. Ilsa and Jenny kicked things off by exchanging hammerlocks. One thing I did want to say, though, I do love the idea of them putting an emphasis on the women's division. That was something very nice to see. You start off your show with a storyline that makes sense, that flows. Why are they teaming up? That's something I find myself asking myself when I'm watching Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. Like, why are they teaming up? Oh, it's a wild card. No, it makes sense. She needed help, and this person came. Ilsa and Jenny, like I said, kicked things off by exchanging hammerlocks. Ilsa taking Jenny down and focusing on her arm before tagging in Xia. The first 2 matches I did get live notes for, but the third match I was more into it than anything. I didn't really get some notes on that one, so I'll just be going off of memory for that one. Xia locks in a side headlock and drop kicks Jenny before Jenny scrambles to tag in Jazzy. He's a very intimidating force. Jazzy applies a standing armbar and counters a Hurricane Rana in the sunset flip before tossing Xia into the corner. Jazzy tosses Xia across the ring and tags Jenny back in, who stomps Xia down in the corner, only for Jazzy to come back in. Xia gets the tag to Ilsa, who gets dropped with a knee and hit with a sit-out facebuster before Jenny comes in and pins her for the win. The winners of the match obviously being Jenny and Jazzy Gabbert. Not sure where they're going with this. Like I said, it's kind of like when NXT first came to the WWE Network. Not that many people were following it. So, now it's up to me basically to get into it and understand it so I can give you guys the best reviews for this show. I believe after this we had a video package for Ligero? I'm probably butchering that man's name, but it was a very, very nice video package. Showed why he wears the mask. He said he had some problems with his face as a kid. He had to get surgery, and obviously they were just building him up as a star. Maybe he'll get a future championship match, or maybe just want to build him up for something. But I like the idea. I like the idea a lot, and having video packages move the show along was a great idea instead of how the main roster does it, where you just have meaningless matches and meaningless backstage segments. But next up we got Ilya Dragunov versus Joseph Connors. Apparently Dragunov is from Russia. He's a big star in the UK and Europe. A very aggressive force, as Nigel McGuinness and Vic Joseph put over heavily. Let's get into this match. They lock up, and Joseph baits in Aya, who drops him and hits a jumping senton. Aya cranks the neck of Joseph and knees him in the midsection before Joseph rolls out of the ring. Back in the ring, Aya hits a dropkick before Joseph hits him with a flurry of punches and kicks in the corner into a clothesline for a quick 2 count. Aya drops Joseph with a knee and hits a running clothesline before Joseph hits a sunset powerbomb into the corner. Aya then hits a Death Valley bomb into the corner in a straightjacket suplex before hitting Joseph with the Moscow torpedo for the pin and the win. Nothing crazy here. It was obviously one of those showcase matches that both brands of NXT do very, very well, not making the other competitor look weak, but giving the character that they want to truly get over in this match something to shine with. I love that idea. I expect Dragunov to do great things in NXT UK. Can't wait to see more from him as I tune in to watch every week. Next up, we had a video package for Travis Banks. I believe he won a Fatal 4-Way a few weeks ago. Now he's going to be facing Walter at the next UK special, which I believe is until August, or is it July? I may be off, but I believe it's until like August. But yeah, or is it June? I'm not sure. Let me look this up. NXT UK Takeover, Glasgow, I believe it is. NXT Takeover, UK Takeover. What is it? It's Cardiff. That's right, Cardiff. August 31st. Okay, I knew I wasn't wrong the first time. But yeah, August 31st, like Travis, or it could be before then, because they have a long time between takeovers, kind of how NXT originally used to be. So, who knows? We got the main event, Imperium versus British Strong Style, a very well put together 6-man tag team match. These guys are allowed to do a lot of things. I can see that the main roster are not allowed to do. Hard strikes, crazy moves, crazy landings. Pete Dunne is super over the entire time he's on the apron. The crowd is chanting bruiserweight, bruiserweight. Walter is just an imposing force that, God, man, I understand why he doesn't want to go to the main roster, but if he could be booked right, Walter could be a multi-time world champion on the main roster. But he's not going to be booked right, so I see why he wants to stay in the UK. Imperium dominated a lot of this match. Towards the end, Trent Seven started going on a roll, and Tyler Bates started going on a roll, and Pete Dunne and Walter were going at it. I believe Trent Seven was in the ring, and a masked man started walking down towards the ring. The referee's like, "What the hell is going on? Get out of here!" Some way, somehow, I believe by Irish whip, the ref was taken out. Trent Seven took out, I believe it was Bartel on the outside. In the ring, Marcel, was it Bartel? I'm not sure. One of the Imperium members that wasn't Walter was in the ring laying, and I believe it was Tyler Bate was in the ring, and the masked man took off his mask and revealed himself as Alexander Wolfe. Love the fact that he won't be just pushed off to the side and waiting for his release. He gets to go to NXT UK, be a part of Imperium. I believe it was a part of Ring Kampf, if I'm not mistaken, which was, the indie version of Imperium, which would be great. But he hits a power bomb, and I believe it was Marcel Bartel that crawled into the cover, Triple H style, for the 3 count. Imperium wins. The crowd was booing this heavily. Obviously, they like the idea, but, UK smart. They're not going to cheer the effing heels. Very, very good show. If I had to compare 205 Live, I obviously think 205 was the better show this week. But that's just me, maybe being a little biased, I guess. But very, very good show. I will have the NXT American version review up tonight, probably about 10 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock. Then I'll have my podcast, my regular weekly podcast, which will be up maybe about Sunday, No, can't be Sunday. That's Father's Day. Probably Thursday then. Thursday, that will be happening. I'll be discussing how Shawn Spears has officially signed with All Elite Wrestling. I'll be reviewing WWE main events. I've been hearing there have been some good matches on there. I'm going to check that out. And this Sunday, obviously, New Japan is back with, I believe, Kazuna Road. So we'll be seeing a lot of things. The G1 competitors will be revealed. We'll be talking all about that. Alright, guys, it's been Steve with the Attitude Podcast. See you later on tonight. Peace.